In 2019 we heal plus we thrive. The lack of context here is thrilling. Introductory Python programming course. My friend's cat had surgery and now he has no pants. This is so weird. What's that? It's hideous. Well, that's not very nice. It's just a donkey. Shrek is the god of self-confidence. What if we are all Minecraft creations and the blocks are just really tiny atoms? What's your sexual orientation? Dudes wish like this then are surprised when the school principal has had enough of their pranks and drags them by the ear to detention. Writing playlist on Google Docs. Open. Mind. Ready. Page. Blank. I just heard a car drive by playing Blurred Limes really loudly. I'm so angry. Blurred Limes. I know you want it. Two altar boys were arrested for putting weed in the sensor burner. 4 over 20 praise it. Being a decent human means holding your trash until you can locate a goddamn trash can, you littering swine. Love. All I'm saying is, if you are dating someone and you two break up and they immediately start dating someone right after, that person was always there. The relationship was bound to fail from the start since their eyes were on someone else and not you. Good afternoon. My parents' dog locked himself in the shower and spent the better part of an hour trying to lick his way out. This website has destroyed my sense of humor. Last night I was in bed with my boyfriend and I had a mental image of an egg with the word suspicious written on it and honestly lost my suspicious. Behind the Funans. Something horrible has happened to Sonic. The process of making Funans is just punching Sonic over and over. Snape ejaculated Sloan. A note to all aspiring novelists. Sometimes you should just use said. Snape. He nutted. Ominous positivity. You will be okay. You have no choice. Everything will turn out fine. You cannot stop it. You will succeed. It is inevitable. Happiness is coming. You can't escape. Me getting under the covers. I'm in. I don't think I have ever picked up a pair of tongs without clicking them together a couple of times. Gotta make sure they work. Channel your inner crab. Time for crab. Oh, you have kids? No, I reply. Rabbits? No. Again I reply. You look closer. Inside is a Roomba. It's almost time to feed him. I say. Your eyes ask a handful of questions, but you remain silent. I sprinkle a handful of dirt in the enclosure. When you're double income, no kids, lesbian aunts show up to unleash the gift reckoning on Christmas. Your experiences are not universal, but God I wish they were. Just bought this tapeworm from Etsy. Where are you gonna keep it? I don't like this post very much. World's largest gummy skull. A 5-pound edible candy cranium. Mert. Oh hey, what you're eating? Me. Oh. Just having my gummy skull. Mert. Oh shh. It's a cold, and it's a broken hollaback girl. It goes like this. The B, the A, the minor N, and the major A. The baffled queen composing its bananas. I'd heard that you were talking and didn't think that I'd hear it. Is no one going to talk about the man who ran for president this year who wore a boot on his head and wanted everyone to get free ponies? I've been looking for this and I found again. Why on earth would you bring this back? He tossed glitter all over a guy who was against same-sex marriage on Live TV once. I would vote for him. Holy F. The entire game has changed. You see these fkers right here. The store-bought cookies that no other cookie ever tastes like and probably are made with secret godlike addictive ingredients. You can make these fkers at home. They are called Loft House cookies and Google them and feel joy. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Bees active in this area. Employee must wash hands. Entrance e-pointer. New underwear $50 each. The clunk in the elevator will not harm you. Beware of dog. Live lobsters. Women. Restrooms located on other side of building. Unnecessary quotation mark appreciation board. There are few things as profoundly funny as unnecessary ominous quotations. Burger King is offering a 1-cent Whopper through their mobile app if you unlock the coupon while at a McDonald's. Burger King. Order a Whopper for 1 cent. Unlock by going near a McDonald's. Why does the Burger King app have quests? Yesterday this girl in my academic writing class sits down next to me and puts 3 bananas on the desk, which was jarring by itself, and I had 2 bananas in my backpack, so I wanted to see if she would notice if I added those to her banana pile when she wasn't looking, and when she finally looked back at the bananas she sighed and said really quietly to herself, "Oh my god, I have so many," and put all 5 of them in her backpack. The anniversary of this legend. Heartbreaking. Local cat has never been fed in entire life, says local cat. Sources close to cat claim cat may have actually been fed between 4 to 6 hours ago. These claims are still under investigation. Breaking news. Cat was fed 20 minutes ago by the last person to walk into the kitchen. Cat claims fake news. We now have exclusive footage shot by our News at 9 chopper that confirms there's literally still food in the cat's bowl right now. I have to go to the dentist tomorrow and get high on laughing gas to fix the only cavity I have received in my fucking life, and this thing is in the ceiling, looking down at me while I'm strapped down to a chair with my mouth wide open, having tools probe at my teeth and gums while I drool on myself. What the F? Who I heard someone wasn't brushing their fucking teeth. Hey, give birds antlers. But what if they get stuck in the trees? Alright, but they could also us eat as camouflage and blend in with the tree. What if they landed on each other's antlers? Stack M. I keep presenting you with cursed concepts and you keep drawing them in friendly, pleasant ways. This is blasphemy. My boss doesn't take me seriously because I'm the youngest in the office by a decade and spend most of my time making his life hell unrelated problems. Yesterday he asked me to help him with a problem with the program we use, but wasn't actually listening to me when I tried to help, so it wasn't working. He asked who the expert on this program was in our office, and I told him it was me. He asked who the expert was within the organization, and I told him it was me. He sent me out of his office saying he would call it to fix it. So I very patiently went back to my desk, where my phone rang a minute later, with it asking me to help someone who had a problem with the program. The sheer unadulterated joy I felt making direct eye contact with my manager through the glass wall of his office whilst I answered his phone call will fuel me for weeks. Watching people use their mental health get out of a way with things makes me so. You're not supposed to say anything negative about me, tell me the truth, disagree with me because I'm mentally ill and it's not right. You're supposed to be on my side always, and if you dare be against me, you don't care about mental health. That is not correct. My art teacher in grade 8 had that, and was bipolar on top of that, and on the first day of class the first thing he told us was that sometimes he would yell at us without really meaning to, and he told us that if it ever happened to call him out because his mental illness didn't give him the excuse to treat us like mental health issues as well as some other disabilities explain your behavior, but it doesn't excuse your behavior. As my brother once said, mental illness doesn't excuse you being a D. When I was 14 I worked in a grocery store, and one day I got to bag Stephen King's groceries, and of course, being the little horror-facet nerd I was completely starstruck. I think he thought I was gonna ask for an autograph, because I was not even low-key staring, I was full-on moon-faced and bouncing, and he kept looking over at me hesitantly like, "Oh geez kid, F off." Anyways, I finally managed to squeak out that I was a huge fan and asked for advice on writing. How do I write as well as you do? In my horrible thick German accent and broken English, and he gave me the best writing advice I have ever received. Kid, stop worrying about how other people do it and just write your story. 14 years later my wife and I nearly hit him with our car because he was jaywalking. However you think the story will end is wrong. I love how potato in French is pomme de terre, which pretty much means earth apple. Like what stupid Frenchman saw this and said this petite legume looks like a, how you say, apple. But it grows in the earth. Hon hon hon. Mais so you, c'est un pomme de terre. J'adore comment un necessite de pineapple en anglais. C'est que vous littéralement dire pomme de pin. Genre quel type anglais vocab. Et c'est how cet étrange bit fruit ressemble a runner. How do you say, pomme? Mais plutot un pomme qui paus dans lepins. Hoo. Oh yes, it's a pineapple. Savez-vous, on put le faire aussi. Hon hon hon. Well played, France.